I wanted to take a moment to just describe this video that I'm producing to help possibly some of you guys out there with generator problems on your RV rig. We have a 2023 Coachmen Nova. I got it the day after my birthday, which was August 28th. We brought it home and I tried to start the generator when we got home just to see if I could get the air conditioning to work. It had 0.7 hours on the generator, and when I started it, everything was fine. They told me to leave it on for 5 minutes and then turn on the air conditioning system. I did exactly what they told me during our orientation, and the generator did come on. We ran for 5 minutes, and then we turned on the air conditioning unit. As soon as the load of the air conditioning unit came on, it ran maybe for about 2 to 3 minutes and it just stopped. From that point on, I couldn't get the generator start. So the next day I tried it again, and you'll see in the video where I was going to show you on video it not starting, it stayed on for a short period of time, and after that it started acting up. I went on the Coachmen website and located the service representative name and phone number. I contacted that individual, Sean, and he was able to help me tell me that the generator had a recall, and that he sent me the documentation to pursue the recall, and also the Cummins Engine Repair Center that was located in Indianapolis to give them a call to set up a meeting. The recall was based on a fuel line hose. Again, I don't know what the reason is, but the fuel line hose needed to be replaced or updated. Sean told me on the phone that this would take care of the problem with the generator stalling. I contacted the generator facility, and they had an appointment available about a week out. So it took me about a week to get the unit into the generator repair center, the Cummins Repair Center, and they were able to fix it. So the rest of the video, you'll see the steps of what happened, what the symptoms were, and then the results from that visit and repair shop. I also have the recall information that Sean gave me via email on the OneDrive, and I will leave a link at the bottom of the video description to give you access to my OneDrive so you can obtain those documents to see if maybe your generator also needs to be repaired under a recall. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so one of the things that we have found on the coach on the air conditioning system is I try to run it on the generator, and the generator, they told me at the RV center to run it for 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes go ahead and turn on the air. Well, I turned on the air, and then about 5 minutes later it started acting erratically. We'll call it the generator, and then just shut off. So let me demonstrate what it's doing now. I hit the gen start. Generator starts. Are you kidding
Yeah,
me?
you're gonna feel weird if it doesn't go off. Still going.
Still going, people. So it did run for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just died. So let's try it again. Okay, it's running. And it died. As I am setting up the camera on the outside of the coach to show you how the generator is kicking off, you'll notice a puffing sound. For some reason, when the generator kicked off, it makes this puffing sound. I went back into the coach to hit the stop button, and the noise went away, and then it starts up again, and then you hear that puffing noise. Don't know what causes that. Frankie? At the car hospital.
Frankie is at the car hospital. Our generator had a recall, so they're fixing it.
Yay! Frankie's been away for 2 days. R&R. Alright, so Frankie was sent to the Cummins repair shop here in downtown Indianapolis. We're coming this morning to pick him up. Or her, whatever. He.
Her. It can go either way.
Well, there he is, Frankie, ready for coming home. Been here for 2 days to get the Cummins generator serviced. They put on the new hose that was on the recall. They said that took care of the problem with the generator stalling. Said the reason it was stalling because it was vapor locking. So we'll check it out and see what happens.
Following behind Gary after we just picked up Frankie. We're headed home, getting ready for our first camp out.
So we're back home now, and we're going to try this generator. See if it works. Let's go ahead and get it started. And it just started. Now they ran it at the shop there at the Cummins repair shop for 2 hours. And they said they had no issues after replacing the hose. They thought it was vapor lock. However, they did say that if it does occur again, to come back and they take care of it. But they think that the hose replacement that was on the recall was the problem. So as we're watching this generator turn on, it'll allow me to eventually turn on the Truma. Now it's allowed me. The wording has been removed. We'll go ahead and hit cool on low. And right now the generator is still running. No issues. They had the temperature set at 48 degrees. At Cummins, we'll mark it up a little bit here to 72. And let's see if the generator will, once the Truma air conditioning kicks on, we'll see if the generator continues pumping cold air, or generator stays on while it's pumping cold air. While we're waiting for that, let's take a look at our gauges. Right now we're charging at 14.1 volts. And the generator is bypassing and also charging my batteries. For some reason, I have another thing I'm going to ask Coachmen, is the battery indicator light never gets to fully charged. Oh, I lied. Now it's a fully charged. Disregard that. So it does work. Let's go ahead to auto. Generator is still running. Oh, there's my supervisor, making sure that everything's running. So far we, you got milk duds.
Yeah, you know
Just waiting for the air conditioning to kick on. Cold.
Figure when we get there, we can, hey Fred, I figured when we get there we can, it's going to be some nice in there too, we can open the doors and just we'll sit outside and keep this surprise. Hey mama. Hey mama. Did I get you brushed out?
generator's still running. Hallelujah! We got power, boondocking power. So that finishes our test. It does work, so it must have just been the hose, which, okay.
Hey, we don't care.
We don't care, as long as it works. Yep, still producing cold air.
That's nice.
We took Frankie out for the weekend camping at White River Campground. I will do a separate video on how that weekend went. So this way, when we get back from that weekend, I can test the generator again since the campground had electrical shore power available. So I went camping this weekend and I figured I'd try my generator. Since we were out on camping, we were on shoreline power, but I figure let's try the generator and see if it stays on to generate enough power to get my air conditioning to run, because it is warm in this coach right now. So here we go. And it started. Got our inverter going. Should eventually switch over to generator power, which it's doing right now. We'll show that the generator is going to be generating power not only to the coach but also to the battery. Solar panel is working. We got full voltage on the batteries. And now we'll go over to the generator panel. And let's turn on the air conditioning, see what happens. Turn it on low so I can hear. And so far the motor generator is operating. Still running. So we're just testing to see if that hose that they replaced on the recall, did the trick, just like the technician said. It could have been vapor locking under the old design. Cummins had come out with a recall on that particular hose for the fuel line, and so far we are running. I'll keep you posted if anything else goes wrong with the generator, but right now the generator is powered up and running. All right, we are coming back to see what the generator is doing. It's still running with the air conditioning on. And as you can see, it's been on from 2.9 to 3.0 and no issues. So it looks like they fixed it. And now it's at 3.1, still running. And we just shut it off. Thank you for watching. We will catch you on the next